Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 60 and today we are starting things off down at the bottom of the storage system, and I hate to say it, I feel like there is a chance that we have been pranked. I was actually taking a look on Twitter the other day and I received a bunch of messages in a very short space of time telling me that Xisuma Void had done something to my beacon. Now my beacon is just above the storage area right here, so I'm going to try my best not to look up because I don't want to see this thing before we can get a proper look at it. So let's just pop up to the top using my brand spanking new elevator, and I'm going to eat some food so that we can actually make our way quite quickly, and we will pop up through the surface and see what is going on here. I'm a little bit nervous because oh no, I guess he didn't particularly like our emerald beacon. We've got a melon beacon. And of course, thank you Xisuma Void for placing in all of our emeralds inside that chest right there. That's very handy. Unfortunately, for some reason, the melon pyramid doesn't seem to be powering our beacon. And also, whoa! Whoa! Built you a torch because of all the creepers. That's very true. Like this guy right here. Over here somewhere, anyway, we actually blew out a bunch of the fences because of creepers. I've been having so many issues with them lately. As you can see, this entire area here, it's just got massive holes everywhere from various different creeper explosions. So thank you ever so much, Xisuma. That is very nice of you. I'm very happy that you built that. And this thing, well, it's looking fantastic, isn't it? I mean, we're not going to be able to keep it because, of course, our beacon isn't working particularly well at this point in time. But thank you ever so much, Xisuma Void, for building both the melon and also our torch right here, and I'll put a link to his stream down in the description. I can't remember if Xisuma actually uploads his streams onto his second channel. If he does, I'll put that down in the description, but if not, I'll put the link to Twitch so that you can check it out. But anyway, what are we going to be doing at the start of today's episode, aside from all of this craziness? We're actually going to be grabbing our beacon, fresh with all of its melons, and we're going to be transporting it somewhere else to do another mining challenge. Because as you guys know, I'm running a little bit low on diamonds at the minute. I think we've just dropped below 3 stacks of diamonds, which these days for me is actually a little bit low because, of course, this storage system over here, I don't know if you guys watched the episode, but this storage system was probably the most expensive project I have done in my entire time on the Hermitcraft server. It cost us around about 64 diamonds, which is just completely insane. So what we're going to do is we're going to be grabbing our beacon, we're going to put it right the way down to the floor, somewhere off in the distance. We're going to do a massive clear out operation and get hundreds upon hundreds of resources, I hope. That's the plan anyway. Hopefully it all goes well. Just a quick message to a certain YouTuber named Grian. I've been receiving a few comments saying that you don't particularly like these, and well, I have to say you're wrong, because these things are beautiful. I mean, look at them. Prettiest blocks in the game by far. I'm building my entire house out of them. Well guys, this looks amazing, doesn't it? Look! I'm swimming. I'm actually swimming. I'm technically flying underwater, but that looks cool. Believe it or not, it has taken me 1 hour to get to this point right here. I know that seems completely ridiculous, but I've been a total spoon, and when I was on my hunt to find locations to place this thing, I ended up getting a little bit lost. Like, totally lost. Completely lost from the Hermitcraft server, and I've wandered around pretty much the whole thing, and then I finally managed to find my way back, which was, yeah, it was pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think I've ever got lost on Hermitcraft, but here we are finally. We've got ourselves a way down to the bottom. We've got our beacon placed in. Haste 2 is now enabled, so now it is time to crack on with this mining session. You guys know the drill. Let me know down in the comment section how many diamonds, how much redstone, lapis, gold, and coal I'm going to get during this 1 hour session. Then of course I'm going to do a time lapse and you will find out the results in the next couple of seconds. I am super excited for this one because I love getting lots of resources, and already, well, that's a pretty flying start, I would say. Now listen, I don't know if the previous couple of mining sessions that we've done have just been ridiculously lucky, or if this mining session that we've done today has been ridiculously unlucky, because it's been rubbish. It's been seriously rubbish. We got barely any items. You can see the size of the area that I've cleared out. We cleared right the way out to the edges of the beacon beam. I actually did it for slightly longer than an hour just because I was getting a little bit disheartened and I wanted to get more items than this. You can see I've got a bunch of double chests of stone and more in my inventory as well. And this is our resource cabinet. Now, you know what? It's not necessarily awful, okay? We've got 51 diamonds right here. Hopefully, with these, we can actually get up to 1 full stack of diamonds. That would be really nice. Let's see if we can get... Oh, that's a good start. That's a good start. No, absolutely not. We got 9. So we managed to get 60 diamonds in total, which means that we averaged about a diamond a minute. We managed to get a bunch of redstone right here. A good quantity of gold. That's not too bad. Obviously, a bunch of coal, but no one really cares too much about that. And some lapis. But all in all... it's pretty terrible, isn't it? Considering that is essentially 2 hours work. 2 hours work has led to this number of resources. That was pointless. Oh, I'm feeling rubbish about that. Anyway, I'm going to pick up my terrible resources and I'm going to take them back to the RV and then we're going to crack on with the projects for today's episode. Oh my word, I'm going to die. So my plan for today's episode is I want to build a super smelter in this area around about here. Now, originally in my head, it was going to take up this entire thing. I'd forgotten how big this entire thing actually is. That would be a ridiculous super smelter. Instead, what we're going to do is we're probably going to place it long ways like this, or maybe have 2 of them. 2 super smelters next to one another. I guess we'll have to work that out in the next couple of seconds. First things first, I've got to pop into my redstone testing world, and I've got some designing to do. I actually did a bunch of designing and a bunch of testing, then came to the conclusion that this design that I did about a year ago now is considerably better. Yeah, it's always a bit painful when that happens, but this is the design that we're going to be using on the Hermitcraft server. As you can see, it's really quite compact. It uses quite a few resources in terms of redstone torches, repeaters, comparators, and things like that, and hoppers. It uses a ton of hoppers, but this is going to be absolutely perfect. And I think I have concluded that yes, we are going to be building 2 of them, simply because that will look epic, and also it will smelt things twice as fast, which is always a positive thing. Welcome to another attempt at the world's fastest time-lapse. A fun fact is that I tried to do this in the previous episode of Hermitcraft, but I actually forgot to put in the voiceover part, so instead of getting an attempt at the world's fastest time-lapse, you just got a really fast time-lapse with music set to it that looked a little bit out of context. I apologise for that. Probably looked quite strange. So as you just saw from that quick third-person time-lapse, I've cleared out the entire area, and now I'm in the process of chucking in all of the sandstone flooring. Now, you may be sat there thinking, what on earth is that thing right there? That is the piston elevator that takes us from the bottom of the storage system up to the top of the storage system, which unfortunately cannot be moved. So that is something that we're going to have to deal with. And also, this right here is the hopper line that takes items from one side of the storage area to the other side of the storage area. Once again, can't really be moved, which means that we have a few things sticking in to this area right here, but in theory they shouldn't be an issue because our super smelter is going to be going in this section here. These blocks aren't powered, which is a positive thing, and it's going to be on the floor there, so one of them is going to go right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's going to be another one over here that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which should leave a couple blocks in between them, which I think will look absolutely mega. It will look like a V8. I don't know how it's going to look like a V8. Okay, I promise you I have no clue. But I think it's going to look awesome. I don't know where I was going with that either. So, bit of a progress update for you. I'm currently in the process of laying out the foundations for these builds right here. This is where our redstone is going to be going. Then we're going to have repeaters running into all of these blocks. And we're going to have torches on the backs of all of these blocks. And this is going to be what automatically sorts out the items between all of the furnaces so that it's super efficient. That's basically what this little circuit is going to be doing. And as you can see from all of the lines of blocks on the floor, A, we're using red stained clay. That was to be expected. But B, I have done a very good job at spacing these things out. Look, you can see we've got one block in between them, which is, well, it's about as close as we can get, to be honest with you. And if we take a look at these things from above, as you can see, it looks pretty cool. Sort of. At the minute, it looks like a big red mess, but I imagine once we start getting in all of the redstone components, and all of the furnaces, the hoppers, the minecarts, and all the things that make this thing tick, I think it's going to look good. I hope. I mean, this will be the first build in the industrial district that looks rubbish if it does. So, yeah, let's try our best. Guys, I've made a stupid mistake, which has led to me destroying the entire other design with all of the redstone inside it. The entire thing was done. It was all done. Spoon count number 2, spoon count number 1 was me getting lost at the start of the episode. That is absolutely gutting. Basically, the designs were too close to one another. They were one block too close to one another because these designs don't actually have a coal loading area with hoppers and chests by default. That's like an additional extra that you can add in if you want to. And of course, I want to add that, but I wasn't including it in the size of the design. So, yeah, bit of a pain. Let's keep going. So we're about to take a look at this for the first time. I have just walked up here without looking, and here we go. That looks mad. There are a lot of chests in there. I'm glad they're all facing in the same direction. All of those are the coal chests, and all of these are the item chests, but of course, we don't have to touch those item chests because they are all automatically sorted by this chest up at the top here. So we dump all of the items we want to smelt in here. They then get automatically separated out using the redstone that we're going to build in the next couple seconds between all of these chests, which then filters down into the furnaces. That's how this super smelter works. We have got 2 of them. It looks crazy. I am so chuffed with that. I mean, when you think industrial district, this is the sort of thing that you think of. Yes! Let's get the redstone in. I've got a lot of crafting to do because I've got no components whatsoever. Right, as far as I can tell, all of the redstone is now in for both sets of modules. We've got the comparators, we've got the repeaters. I think everything's done. Yeah, I'm just taking a look around. It's all looking pretty good to me. I'm going to pop up to the top and we'll take a look at how this thing looks. I imagine it looks just as cool as it did beforehand, which it does. It now looks like it really does mean business, doesn't it? What a super smelter! Wow! Looks like something out of like an alien planet. But yeah, this thing is now pretty much completed. We just have to chuck the minecarts in. Then I guess we do a bit of a test run. And I'm slightly nervous for it because I actually haven't tested this design since about Minecraft 1.7. So finally, guys, this thing is now up and running. I've cleared out all of the items. There are potatoes going down into all of the furnaces. The hoppers are connected up. And I do believe we have got an equal amount of potatoes per furnace, which is wicked. Like, we have got an 18 furnace super smelter. Oh, that is so unnecessary. That is so industrial district. So let's just take a look in this chest over here. This thing has been running for all of about 25 seconds. Oh, look how fast it is. Look how fast it is. Honestly, I cannot believe that. That is mega. That is actually mega. That's put a beaming smile on my face. That thing is rapid. We could live off potatoes if we wanted to. Awesome. I'm sorry, I'm taken aback by how fast this thing is. This is ridiculous. This is going to smelt glass like an absolute champion. We're going to have to make sure that we stay up to date on how much coal is in each of the furnaces. Probably going to have to go out and get more coal at some point as well, because yeah, we're running pretty low on the stuff. But this thing is working like an absolute charm. Awesome. Okay, now what we have to do is we've got to decorate this place because at the minute it is looking very ugly indeed. You guys know the drill. Sandstone on the outside, glass across the top. It is going to be looking lovely. And there it is. This is it. It looks pretty fancy, doesn't it? Let's just cover up this block right here. And yeah, it looks lovely. It seriously does look lovely. I honestly think this might be my new favorite industrial district build. Yeah, I think it might be. I don't really know. I love all of the builds in the industrial district, but this one just looks so bonkers that it might be my new favorite. I've actually just done a poll on Twitter asking you guys what is your favorite industrial district module. Turns out that by far the biggest favorite, almost 50% of the votes out of 259, is villager trading and breeding. So you guys seem to really love the villager trading and breeding area. So I suppose I have to do a little bit more work with villagers and things because you guys seem to really enjoy it. But also 23% voted for the melon and pumpkin farms, which is understandable because those things are ridiculous. 23% for the auto carrot and potato because those things are pretty cool as well. And 9% voted for the sugarcane farm, which is a bit of a bummer, you know, because I really like this thing. It's stupidly big. And that's what I think I enjoy about it. I mean, look at it. It's probably one of the biggest farms in the district. I don't know. They're all pretty ridiculous, to be honest. But anyway, next up on the to-do list, we're going to be grabbing some pumpkins, and we're going to be taking them over to this area right here. Now, as you guys know, we have got 2 sets of melon and pumpkin farms on the server. We've got this one right here, and we've got this one over here. Now, that one over there is ridiculous, okay? It's completely stupid, and it produces far too much melon. Let's face it, it produces way too much melon. In fact, if we walk over here, you can actually see where the melon is spewing out. And, well, I think it's safe to say that yeah, it really is pouring out of the farm. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert this melon and pumpkin farm over here into just pumpkins. That is because pumpkins are incredibly valuable, as we have a really good villager over here with a really good pumpkin trade. So I'm going to take out all of the melon stalks in here, which I don't actually know which ones are melon stalks, and I'm going to replace them with pumpkins. How hard can it be? Do you want to see something proper stupid? Okay, seriously stupid. You see this farm right here? Yeah, lovely stuff. You can see we've got a water stream going underneath it. This is the drop chute. And this right here, just directly under the drop chute. This is the thing that breaks up the water, okay? So we have, obviously, our water here, and then we have another water source over there. And, obviously, any drops from this farm are just going to land on this slab. They're never going to end up in the water stream. I'm an idiot. I'm seriously, I worry about myself sometimes. And you know what? I don't even think this one over here is working either. It's embarrassing. Oh my god, I hate not having Depth Strider 3. It is painful. It is a painful experience. But in other news, I've got around about half of the melon modules all gone now. I have cleared up that little area, that little spoon mistake down in the water streams, and I think we are on the home straight. Excellent. Now that all of that has been fixed up, I think it's about time that we crack on with the final project in our very long to-do list, and that is to clear up this area right here, and oh my word. Maybe it's a good idea to light up that place at some point. Because I don't know if I like the look of that. What? Oh my word! He used one of his mates as a decoy! I didn't even hear that happen. And what on earth is that noise? Oh, that is gutting. That is absolutely gutting. I can't believe that. I've been duped by this creeper here. Oh, right, okay, let's fix this up. And then what I was going to say is I was going to clear up this area, like taking out this gigantic torch and also taking out that pillar there. So we go, everything is now looking prettier. I have cleaned up all of the creeper holes and things, and the industrial district once again is coming together so nicely. It's looking crazy. What a crazy project this was. I've said many times when I first started this thing, I had absolutely no plans for this place. I just didn't know what I was going to do. And now it has grown, and it has grown to something that is, well, I personally think is amazing. I think this is one of my favourite Minecraft projects in all time. I think it's one of my favourite ones I've ever done. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. But now we're going to be checking out one of my favourite builds of all time by another one of the hermits. I've been meaning to do this for such a long time, okay? I've really wanted to show you guys this. Obviously, he has shown it on his channel. I so thought that was a creeper explosion, but it was just my melon and pumpkin farms. So as I say, he has shown it in his episode. He actually built it in what's known as an epic-sode, which was like a bunch of episodes put together to create one insane project. And, well, it's a mind-blowing thing. It really is a mind-blowing thing in survival Minecraft. I'm sure you're going to love it if you haven't seen it already. So let's head over there and take a quick look. So we're currently in the brown district, and we're going to be heading off in that direction there. Now I don't know if you can quite see, but there is clearly something fishy going on. I mean, we have a pretty serious build over here, and I've just tried to fly, and lag has stopped me from doing it. So I guess I'm going to swim over, and I will show you around. So here it is. This right here is probably one of my favourite builds I have seen in Minecraft for ages. I mean, look at this thing. It's mad. It truly is crazy. This is Xisuma Void's new base. Now, there used to be a bunch of Guardian farms in here, but they have actually since gone. And now it is left with just this crazy floor and these mad walls. Just what is this? This looks like the sort of thing that you would build using MC Edit. I would never even think of attempting this in survival mode. You must be nuts. Look at it. It's crazy. It really is crazy. And as I say, in each one of these areas right here, there is actually Guardian farms. This is where the Guardian farms are going to be going, because this actually used to be a water dungeon, one of those like ocean monument things. So this means that this is going to be a crazy farm as well, but I think he's having some troubles with how he's going to decorate them. He didn't really know what sort of blocks to use, so by the look of things, he's just completely removed them, and for now, it is just a big empty space. But I just thought I'd show you this, guys, because there are other hermits on the Hermitcraft server. I know I tend to do my solo projects quite a bit, but there are other hermits on the Hermitcraft server working on awesome projects, and I just want to try my best to make you guys aware of them if you weren't aware of them already. So this is Xisuma Void Space. It is completely crazy, and I'll put a link to his channel down in the description. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.